It was a glorious day on the internet, everyone enjoying their day, when suddenly Twitter started getting flooded with things about KEKE Palmer and Scream Queens. Now, if you don't know, I loved Scream Queens. It was one of my favorite shows back in the day. I am an avid enjoyer of it, okay? Hi guys, so today I want to talk about KEKE Palmer and the situation with Scream Queens right now. Palmer, I think she was doing like a podcast or either an interview or something, and she had something to say about her experience on Scream Queens. So it seems like KEKE Palmer overall did not have the best experience on that show. And I'm going to read you what she said happened. So apparently there was two castmates, I guess, who were arguing or something like that. And so she tried to calm them down. And so she was told, KEKE, literally just don't. Who do you think you are, Martin effing Luther King?
Okay, a weirdo alert.
Yikes. I mean, who says that to somebody? And so then the internet obviously is curious. They want to know what happened. And everybody is, of course, thinking it's either Emma Roberts or Lea Michelle because they both are notorious for being extremely rude and extremely racist. KEKE Palmer also talked about how Ryan Murphy called her unprofessional because she took a day off. Like, she didn't show up to set on her day off, as if you would come to work on your day off, which is so weird. Quote, he was like, I've never seen you behave like this. I can't believe that you, out of all people, would do something like this. That I would take the day off on my day off.
But I don't work for free.
What's going on, Ryan Murphy? You know, Ryan Murphy has had a ton of issues lately from the Menendez show or whatever, and the way he's reacted to the Menendez brothers not liking it. Ryan Murphy's head, I think, is way too big because it's starting to like get to him. He just seems a little too big-headed and rude and nasty, and he has a big ego. And I think he's now one of those people, producers, whatever, who feel like if I give you something, I'm creating your career and I'm giving you life and you need to bow down to me. And it just is kind of weird, actually. Producers like that are the type of people you need to avoid, especially in that business, because I feel like they will put you in situations that will hurt you, and they'll always justify it by saying it's for the film or for the role or to show that you're a real actor, like, you know, putting you in dangerous situations or things that where you're not comfortable, and kind of like sweep it away as like, oh, it's for like your career, you know. And it's like, well, no, why do I have to do all of that for a movie role? Why can't you be a decent person? Why do I have to go through a hazing period? Why does any of that have to go on for you to take me seriously? Now, it was nice to see that Skylar Samuels, who was like the main character. So in Scream Queens, she was like the character that was new to the sorority when all the like, you know, stuff started going on, and she wasn't a part of like the mean clique and things like that. Here's what Skylar Samuels had to say. I am incredibly proud of KEKE for speaking out about her experiences on Scream Queens. That's what KEKE does. She speaks up and stands up for herself and others. Scream Queens was a very challenging show to make. KEKE was one of the only people who stood up for me. She was brave enough to have my back, even though she knew that it might make her a target of bullies on set. I have an unending gratitude for the professionalism and kindness KEKE showed me. She is a leading lady in this industry who was well aware of her influence, and she uses it for the better. Now, to me, that speaks volumes, right? It kind of shows what's happening on set. Like I said, we know Lea Michelle, Emma Roberts, they're both known for being bullies, racist, etc. I know Emma Roberts is known for domestic violence against a man herself, which, you know, I think Evan Peters was the guy she was with. I feel like it just showed, like, Skylar saying that showed that KEKE Palmer really must have been there for her. Because for her to come back in this, and she didn't have to like say anything or, you know, stand up essentially for KEKE right now, is great. And it just further lets us see that KEKE Palmer really is the person that she talks about. She really is somebody who will defend people and stand up for what's right and do the right thing, even when nobody's looking. Like, Scream Queens was probably, 7 years ago? Okay, Scream Queens came out 9 years ago. So think about that. For almost a decade, she held this in. And I think a lot of actors do that now because at that time, 9 years ago, if KEKE Palmer would have probably came out and said that, it probably would have ended her career. A lot of us now are more aware, or I think actors now too are very aware of the fact that if they do have a terrible experience with somebody, they have to hold it. And it's sad because it allows the other person to keep going, but KEKE Palmer is a lot more famous now. Ryan Murphy is a lot more famous as for like executive heads and stuff too, but she is more famous now. I would say Emma Roberts and Lea Michelle, they're famous, but they're not liked. You know what I mean? Like, I've never seen somebody be like, oh my God, like, they're such great people. We love them. If anything, if you go to anywhere where Emma Roberts is mentioned, somebody's going to mention the DV with Evan Peters. Or if you go to like Lea Michelle, people are going to joke about how she, quote, can't read or something like that. So KEKE Palmer has more social currency right now than them. And so now is a safe time to say this out loud, to say this and, stand on it, because she does have the comfortability. KEKE Palmer has like a book out, a podcast. She's on multiple shows. Like, she stays working, and now she's a mother too. So I think now she is in a capacity where she can comfortably and safely say, hey, this happened to me, and there's not probably going to be any real repercussions on the back end. Ryan Murphy probably wouldn't want to work with her, or maybe he'll apologize because she is famous, and so it's like, okay, let me apologize and move along. Or he may not say anything. Maybe for him, he thinks this behavior is okay and it's no big deal to him. But I doubt Emma Roberts or Lea Michelle will probably say anything, because why would they? They've done so much at this point. I think they'll probably just ignore it. But make sure you comment down below and let me know how you feel about this. And make sure you like and subscribe, and have an amazing day. No matter what goes on, have a good day. Bye.